Presley had good news about his heart check this week, didn't he?
Yes.
Yeah,
So
that's
we had
amazing.
Presley's routine heart check, which was on Tuesday. And Monday. And we went to London, and it's essentially because he's got a condition called bicuspid aortic valve, which is where in your aortic valve, we all have 3 leaflets that lets the blood go through. He's only got 2. So therefore his valve has to work harder to pump the blood through the heart and around the body. So eventually that valve will wear out. So we have to have it replaced. We got told this when he was just before he turned 2. He's now nearly 4. So it's been about 2 years that we've been having these checks, and it was every 8 weeks, then it was every 3 months, then it was every 4 months. And you
always get upset on this, but it's always good news. So that's why I think it's emotionally draining when
It's
you
just
go.
been a bit of a morning, and now... Yeah, sorry.
Anyway, for your information, it went really well and they got good news that it's improved. Obviously, one day you will have to have an
Which
operation.
isn't likely to happen for it to improve, which
Yeah.
is actually very good news. And couldn't have wished for better news, really, from the outcome that it is, obviously.
Yeah. And he's going to be okay. He's such a strong boy. And, he's going to be fine. I can remember coming to the first one with you, and do you remember how nervous we was because he was so tiny and so, didn't understand it?
Well,
And we did
everything.
and we did everything to try and preoccupy us. And used to like cupcakes, the dairy-free ones. So we was like cupcakes, drinks, you name it, bottles, a whole lot. There was Will holding a video. There would be me holding the bottles. You'd be holding him. But now he just sits there like as if it's a routine check.
Yeah,
it doesn't make
such
him
a good boy now.
There's one thing I will say though: the marathon's coming up, and I can see that kid running the marathon one day. The amount of running that he does, he literally, I guarantee he'll be doing the marathon before you know it, one day in our lives.
Well, yeah, I'm fine. I just think when you talk about it, sometimes it gets emotional, and also because you hold it together for these checks, and then you kind of hold it together after because you get good news, please God, and then
You're overwhelmed
the
by
days
it.
after it starts to come out, but you just love your kids so much. So to be in that kind of agonising wait, not knowing if it's going to be a good result or the worst news every 4 months is just not easy.
But anyway, we're getting good
But
news.
I know
so
I'm
that's
not the
good.
only one. You know, and the good thing about this is when I reach out on socials, because I like to document it now, just because it's raising awareness. I get so many messages from mums saying that they go and they talk about the agonising wait, and when you're in the room and you look at the doctor's face and you're thinking, please tell me he's not looking thick, because you don't understand anything you can see. The graphs and stuff on the screen, I mean, you have to be literally, obviously, a highly trained paediatrician and everything to know what's going on. So as the parents, you just sort of sit there looking at him doing
he sits
it.
very quiet, doesn't he? I remember coming and I remember thinking, like, you're not showing any expression
Yeah,
here,
he
if it's
shows
good or
zero
bad.
kind of expression. And so then if he's got a serious face, you think he might have found something wrong. But yeah, you just kind of know that, have the faith that it will be okay for as long as possible. And then one day when it does have to happen, technology is changing, and we just have to hope and pray that his heart sustains where it is at the moment, because at the moment it's okay. It's just that we're close to the level of where it will need operating on. However, the other day, the doctor said that actually his has reduced, which is really, really rare. It doesn't happen often. And he said to me, it doesn't happen often. He's seen it a couple of times where it actually reduces as he grows, because your heart grows as you get taller. So the taller, it doesn't grow with age or weight, it grows with height. So the taller you get, because then the blood has to go further around the body. So that's how the heart grows. And when we went, he's grown quite significantly, and actually it's reduced quite a bit, the levels. I call it the levels.
So
It's
hopefully
really
the
good,
more
yeah.
he grows, the more it grows with him.
Yeah. But there's so many different heart problems as well. Like when I get these messages from people, I mean, there's words I've never seen before. And it just, it's opened my eyes up so much to this whole world because of congenital heart diseases. And, it's totally new to us because no one in the family has ever had anything like it. He's just a one-off. It's very rare. It can happen. I think it's 1% of children it happens to. But on the flip side, yeah, he's doing really, really well. And we did the ball last year. I'm going to do another ball to raise awareness. I've done some documenting on TV about it. And obviously I can speak about it on here. So using my platform is what I want to do for as long as possible to
help others.
Yeah, because also like people say to me, how did you find it? And I'm like, well, we found a murmur and we went and got it checked. That's really, really important to do, obviously.
Yeah.
So yeah, but anyone that ever is going through the same thing, please do send me your messages, because I do love reading them, because it's something to, you know, I don't feel like I'm on my own, and I know that there's other people going through it. And, you know, I see the flip side. I get pictures sent to me of these children that have had surgery. And believe it or not, Arnold Schwarzenegger has got the same disease as Presley.
And I think he's just not recently had an operation.
Yeah, so he had the operation at 50.
Which is incredible, isn't it, for that condition?
Yeah, but I mean, what it is because obviously when you're born, it depends on where your levels are at, how thick the stenosis is, the thickening of the valve. Essentially, that then means how narrow the pathway is for the blood to go through. So what's happened is you can go in and stretch the valve, or you go in and you replace the valve. So you can go in with a balloon through, like with a stent through the leg, and you can stretch the valve for a little while to temporarily keep it at bay.
So clever, isn't it, how they can do that?
Or if it's not worth doing and it's too far gone, that's when they do open heart surgery and they take that valve out and replace it, which, as you can imagine, being told when your baby's not even 2.
Let's hope by the time he has to have it done, let's hope there's miracles that have come, you know, people do, there's miracles happening all the time. They're finding and doing different operations. Let's hope there's keyhole surgery by the time he has to have it done. You just don't know.
Yeah, because you
can just pray and hope, and, you know, there is worse out there. So he's doing okay at the moment.
When he told us the other day we were chatting about it to the doctor, and he said that they're starting to, like on 70-year-olds, because obviously when someone's that old, you don't want to cut them open. They are doing it through here, like through the collarbone.
Right, okay, that's great. Yeah.
So, eventually, you know, there are things evolving and stuff. It's
Which
just
essentially is actually better really than going through the chest, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. You want the last thing you want to hear is open heart surgery when they cut them open.
Yeah, that's just, right. Yeah,
you know.
So hopefully by the time he has to have it done, let's pray to God that technology will move on, and it will. I'm telling you, I have faith. But that's what I'm saying to you. He's such a runner and fast runner that one day I'll see him doing the London Marathon.
And what's crazy is I remember when he first got diagnosed, we kind of said, well, he's quite an active child, isn't he? So is it okay that he runs around?
Yeah.
Like, do we have to watch him? And the doctor actually said, absolutely. Like, the fitter he is, the better.
Yeah, and he's
But
certainly
believe it or
fit.
not,
like
people
defying
that
all the
have
odds.
this
He's got
condition.
that, but he's still completely active and really, really,
And it's
you know,
really
energetic.
good for him to be active and
Yeah.
fit, basically.
Yeah.
Which you wouldn't have thought, considering a heart condition.